Alright, so for our 100th OC character of the year, we actually got probably the most toxic one yet. And this video will just amplify his toxicness? Whatever. Toxicity? Anyways. Yeah. Counters are toxic. They've always been. We like to look back on, oh man, remember when Green Estarossa came out? It was so fun. Facing Green Estarossa was not fun. I promise you. I was there. It was not it was not fun. He was way too dominant. Boulder is, I would say, more toxic than any counter character we've ever had. Yeah. Mainly because of the characters around him. You know, when we had Terry, the thing is, Terry was a good unit, but he still wasn't, I would say, like the main guy. Baum was to the main guy, and Terry was a good support for him. And then, same for most counter characters, but Boulder is a different story. Like, the guy is just absurd. So, this team, we have two counters, and essentially always a taunt protecting our boy. I went with defense food. We might need dodge. We'll see how it goes. But this way, we can, in the very next turn, immediately pop a damage increase. Jeez. And then two counters and let it rip. This is, I haven't even had a turn yet, by the way, and I already almost killed this Meliodas. I might just kill Meliodas. Nah, I don't have to. I don't have to. Just do this. So if they don't attack me, they get debuffed by Albedo, right? And the thing is, Boulder, even though he has a card that doesn't have a high multiplier, and like, the thing is, they couldn't give him a card that has like a, I don't know, Pierce or crit chance increase. They couldn't. They had to give him a card that was like low multiplier, takes off alt gauge, so it still has a use, but it's just, you know, but it's so hard because of how it scales. Laskiner. Okay. Yeah. This should kill melee. Even though we have damage lower on us from Escanor. And we don't cleanse. Unfortunately, Boulder does not self-cleanse when he puts a counter up. That's probably one of the only things that he's like missing. He doesn't have a self-cleanse, which I think would be pretty OP. Like, you think of all the OP counter characters, they all had a form of self-cleanse I can think of. Like, Green Estarossa didn't self-cleanse per se, but he gave himself immunity. And then Terry self-cleansed straight up. Chandler self-cleanses. Who else is there? That's like actually like an OP PvP counter character from, you know, from meta history. I'm probably forgetting someone, but whatever. Assault melee. Okay. I can do this. Because we do not need to proc a counter for Boulder since we went first. Alright. So yeah, one, I would say, other flaw, I guess, for Boulder is that he does not necessarily force the enemy to attack you like Albedo does. Like, if you look at Albedo, she has a part in like of her passive that says if the enemy does not attack you, they get debuffed. They get a damage, by the way, first turn. They get a damage increase debuff to the whole team, right? If they don't attack you in a turn. Or if they don't attack Albedo specifically, right? So they can still single target the others and still get debuffed. I believe. I actually have not faced many Albedos recently. She's probably going to be very common now. But in a while I have not faced her often. Any case, Boulder doesn't have anything like that. But the team that surrounds him is also, you know, forcing the enemy to, I don't want to say like attack, but, you know, clear them up as fast as possible, because you have Sabnak and then you have Tor. Both of these, I mean, if you don't deal with them, they're gonna deal with you, right? Nice damage cap. Okay, we got a, I would like to say OC team, but then Gaffer is there. I guess just unknown team. Pre-Boulder unknown team is what I would call this. Because, you know, before Boulder's release was like, oh, you need, it was the full UR festival lineup. Now, I think it is like, you know, the characters that they release, all these OCs, is the unknown team that they were looking for, or building over the past couple of months. I wonder if we're getting a collab soon, and if it's also going to be unknowns. Because, bro, if unknowns keep releasing, the options are so many. For so many team combinations, it's crazy. I would like to see more human collabs, but like, it's way more likely whenever collabs come in that they're gonna be unknown, right? I mean, if we ever get a collab with... remember when Mushoku Tensei was being teased? Everyone thought it was going to be Eminence in Shadow. I recently read Eminence in Shadow. I'm caught up with the manga. Dude, that would be my top 3 for collabs. It's so good. Sid would be a human. Right? There's no reason why he wouldn't be. Yeah, there's no reason why he wouldn't be. The other characters would be unknown, but Sid himself would be human. So, imagine, dude, him having like a nuke for the ult would be sick. I only mention collabs because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about, you know, saving for the next collab, which I think is fair. You know, collab characters are the ones that actually are exclusive. Like, Boulder over here, I mean, he's cool to play with and whatever, right? But he is gonna be in SR tickets. You're gonna get him. Well, like, you're gonna eventually get him. It's not crazy. Even festivals, I mean, festivals, they don't come back for months and months and months. It's ridiculous how long. Like, Arthur has still not come back in the banner. It's ridiculous. But, you know, Galfish, dude, there were people arguing against me, but Galfer should have 100% come back for Tor's banner, and so Arthur should have come back for Sabnak, right? It should have been like that. And people are like, no, it's not. It's 9 months or whatever. Dude, who made that rule? Who made the rule that festivals need to wait 9 months to come back? That's a whole pregnancy, man. What the hell? The whole human. Anyways. Speaking of collabs, I do think there's probably one coming. I was talking with one of the top players. He was telling me like, oh yeah, the tour banner is like longer than usual. So they might be dropping like a 242 whenever her banner ends, and then collab comes out the week after. Could be. You know, we could be looking at a collab soon, so it could be more buffs for Unknown. It is the most likely. Unknown is the most likely to get collab characters every time, because it's just how it is, right? Like I said, there are humans that could come from collabs as well. Like Sid. If they did Eminence and Shadow, they could even do like Sid, his sister. They really could. They could, like, she is like a fighter sort of type thing, I guess. And then, I mean, the elves or whatever, they would be unknown. They could. Or, and hear me out, everyone's gonna love this idea. They could bring back Stranger Things, guys. It would be so hype. Imagine a streak of 47 OCs in a row, And then Stranger Things collab? Yeah. I think the game would shut down because it would drop in negative player count. But hey, only positive thoughts. By the way, I'm just one-shotting people. I don't know if I'm just talking because the gameplay in the background is so mindless. I'm just one-shotting. This is second turn, by the way. And my single target, which by the way has one of the lowest multipliers possible, because you think a card, right? A card has a attack, in this case defense, right? It has an attack multiplier, and then it has a multiplier of a effect, like crit, or triple crit chance, or double. They don't do triple. Double crit chance, flood, triple pierce, or what have you, right? There's nothing going on this card. It's just the 180%, or it was a level 2 card, which is, what, 10%? It's probably not even that big of an increase. Just 70, okay. It's a mildly high increase. Just 70%, with nothing else attached to it. It's just 70%, and it does that much damage. It's just and we're playing ungeared, right? I don't even have like triple defense gear, or anything like that. It's just his damage. Anyways, I actually forgot what I was talking about because I took a very minor break, and that was enough. That was enough for me to completely forget. In any case, I would say don't really expect to see Boulder that often when he releases on global. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that many people are gonna be like jumping off their wagon, dropping a bunch of gems on this normal banner. A lot of people might end up getting him for free with like the free multi or whatever, but I think most people are gonna be like, okay, I already spent whatever gems on these festivals that keep dropping. I'm just gonna dump more on a regular character when I can just pull him later on tickets, or ideally he would come back soon, but we've seen from Galda that sometimes they do a little trolling with character return, but no doubt he's gonna be a lot easier to come by than some of these recent festivals. Or if you didn't summon for some of the recent festivals, you might also be thinking, why even summon for Boulder? I mean, this team is fun and it's definitely good. So if you have Albedo, you could run this instead, right? I'm not even using any of the most recent festivals, and I would say this is one of his best teams. Maybe I still think with Sabnak is better over Albedo, but I'm not even sure about that. Albedo might just be better than Sabnak for this. I don't know. Any case.